Oh, look at this. Look at this sunrise. My way to work. Isn't that pretty? Everybody should have a pretty drive like that. Good morning. This is Di. Hi, I just wanted to take a quick moment and tell you an embarrassing story about myself as suggested by my uploaded life. In high school, we had a big jazz festival we were playing at, and I was the bass player for the gig. The curtain stayed open while we loaded on stage, so there was a break between bands, probably 20 minutes or something, while you loaded all of your gear. And so we loaded up on stage, but the audience was full while we were loading in. So we loaded all of our gear up, got up on the stage, and I plugged into the amp, and the amp warmed up. Back then, amps always had tubes and always had to warm up. So the amp warmed up, and there was this tremendous hum. Like, oh, and the whole room was shaking with this huge, huge hum. And so I, switched my bass off and made some adjustments, and it didn't change anything. This hum just kept resonating through this whole room. There were about 500 people sitting there waiting for us to start playing. So I go and I try to figure something. I can't figure anything out. So I just grabbed the cord from my bass to the amp and I just cranked it out. Like, I just pulled that cord right out. And when I pulled it out, the hum stopped. It complete silence. The room, which had about 500, mostly guys waiting to play in the Jazz Band Festival, all just uproariously applauded. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. I think I remember the expression on one of the guys' faces because I felt like such a dork. The most embarrassed I've ever been. Because, high school is pretty mortifying just in its existence, let alone when you have a technical problem. I can't remember what it turned out to be, a bad chord or something, but oh, that was frightening. I'm really good at embarrassing moments. I remember when we first came to our church, I was really, really new and I didn't know anyone, but I dropped my kids off in children's ministry. So the children's ministry pastor, Pastor Patty, was the only person I knew. Oh, you guys see this. Look how pretty it is on my drive to work. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, seriously, that's a pretty drive. Anyway, so I'm wearing Doc Martens. I go up the stairs, and Patty is standing at the top of the stairs, and my Doc Martens, because they had a big old sole on them, they grab the front of the step in front of me, and I fall up the stairs in front of her. I know one person out of, 2,000 people that go to church there, and I just fell up the stairs right in front of her. So that was pretty embarrassing. That one stands out. Well, I'm on my break from work and I wanted to show you the little community garden, little patch that, it's cold today, the little patch that is by my work, by this church, so that was cool. Kind of a neat thing to have in a suburban neighborhood. It's 41 degrees today, so it is officially cold. And it's windy, so I don't know what's doing to my audio. Get over here by the houses where wind doesn't blow quite so much. I had one more embarrassing story to tell you. I was going to tell you about the time I was with my mom and my sister, and we were eating at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I grabbed the spork and I bent it back and I said, "What if, Mom? What if?" And at that moment, all of the grease on my hands let loose the spork, and the spork went flying and hit my mother in the shoulder. She had the only responsible reaction a mom could have. She broke up laughing. Everyone in the restaurant thought she was a little nuts, but she saw the horrified look on my face when it let go. I was like, oh. Anyway, haven't lived that one down. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.